Peter J. Gautier was just shy of 30 years old when he piloted a Douglas C-47, the military designation of the venerable commercial DC-3, from Miami to Kolkata, India. The C-47 was the 100th to be delivered to the China National Aviation Corporation, or CNAC. It was 1944. The United States had been at war since December 7, 1941. CNAC had been at war long before that. The Japanese invaded China in 1937. Like airlines all over the globe would do as World War II unfolded, CNAC, based in Hong Kong, shifted its operations to military service as the Japanese closed in on Shanghai and southern China. Young pilot too old for service for a young Gautier, of Katina, New York, the delivery flight of this C-47, Douglas serial number 20806/line number 4193, would be his own entry into the war zone. He'd been rejected by the U.S. Army Air Corps when he volunteered after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. He was too old, having missed the 26-and-a-half age cutoff. Rebuffed, he joined Pan American Air Ferries, a subsidiary of the storied airline set up to ferry all types of airplanes to the U.S. Armed Forces and Allies. Gautier ferried planes from the United States to Africa after joining Pan Am, but Ship 100 would take him to India, the jumping-off point to combat areas. The ferry flight of Ship 100, a short-range, twin-engine aircraft, designed to seat 21 passengers, took 90 flight hours over 14 days. Gautier flew via South America, Ascension Island in the mid-Atlantic, through Africa and on to India. In December 1942, Gautier began flying for CNAC from India over the Himalayas to China, a dangerous routing called the Hump, ferrying supplies for Chinese and U.S. troops and the U.S. Army Air Corps, for the rest of the war. A round trip took about 7 hours. There were 3 enemies, Gautier told CNN. Mountains, Japanese and the weather. Weather is what did the most damage. Gautier flew Ship 100 on some of his 680 missions through September 1945, when Japan surrendered.